Hi everyone. Let's try to create a custom managed image from the Linux virtual machine using PowerShell this time. So in the previous video we have done through Portal. So this time we'll do through PowerShell. So how do we create a custom managed image through PowerShell? So I have a VM which is running currently in the portal. So if I try to take this and public IP address and I paste it in the browser, I see an Apache is running in this machine. Now I wanted to create an image out of this machine, and I will use this, I'll use that image which I created to create a machine. So how do I do that? So with PowerShell, uh, first, we have to stop the virtual machine. So this is the command to stop the virtual machine. So I'm using stop-az VM, and I'm giving the resource group name and the virtual machine name which I wanted to stop. And I don't want confirmation to be asked for. So I just using the -force command parameter here. And then once the VM has been stopped, I will actually generalize the VM. And once the VM has been generalized, I will get the VM details. So sorry, this is like get the details of the VM. And once I get the VM details, I will actually create an image configuration of that specific VM, and I'll create an out of that configuration, I'll create a image out of it. And once the image got created, I'll create a VM out of that image. So here, if you see, the resource group name is C India RG. That's what I mentioned. And the VM name is Apache 02. And the virtual network name is C India RG VNet. And the rest, like location is Central India. And the image name which I wanted to create this time is v.03. And let's go and stop the VM first of all. So I'm connected to my Azure account. So if I just do get an AZ context, I'm with this, I'm logged into my account, and now I'll stop the virtual machine. So before I stop the virtual machine, the first things which I have to do is I have to initialize the variables, and this is the once. And after once that is done, I'll stop the virtual machine. So I'll get the virtual machine will be stopped in a couple of seconds. And once the virtual machine is stopped, I should be able to see here the running status to be shown as deallocated. So if I refresh this page, should be showing us see it is deallocating. So I think it's going to take a couple of seconds, and let's wait for that to happen. The virtual machine has stopped. Now the next thing is I wanted to generalize this machine. So let me copy this command, and if you see the command, I'm using set-az command and saying which is the resource group name and where is the VM name, and mentioning specific parameter called generalized. I copy this, I paste it here, I generalize the virtual machine, and the next thing is I wanted to get the details of the virtual machine. So if I use this command, I'll get the specific details of the virtual machine which I wanted to have, and I wanted to store it in the variable called $VM. Now these details which have been shown you're seeing here has been in the $VM right now, and this one I would like to create a new configuration out of this and store that specific details in $image, and then I would like to so the if you see the command here is new, means new hyphen is creating a new image configuration out of this existing VM virtual machine configuration. And once that is there, I can create a managed image using this configuration. And if you see, this parameter is being passed out here, so I'm going to create a new image. So I ensured the VM name is appropriate and the location is correct. So let's wait for the image to be created. It's going to take around a minute or two. I'll just pause the recording. We could see right now that the image got created, Ubuntu Apache version 0.03, and we can see it here. and let me now, using this image, I'll create a VM. So PowerShell is providing the command called new-az VM, and we can provide the resource group name and the name of the virtual machine. The virtual machine name is 03, and in which location is Central India, and the image name is nothing but the v.03, and in the same VNet, in the same NSG, I would like it to be with a new public IP address. Now let me go and create a machine here, and it is asking us to provide the credentials, and this trainer password is Indian at the rate 1234567A. So it's gonna take a minute like that. I'm gonna pause the recording. Machine got created. We could see that the status provisioning state is succeeded. I can go back to the resource group, and if I try to refresh it, I should be able to see Apache 03 machine. And if I try to copy this public IP address and paste it here, I should be able to see Apache homepage, and I'm seeing that. So successfully I'm able to create in a image, and from that image I could able to create a VM, and that VM is successfully running. So stay tuned guys. In the next video we'll try to create a custom managed image using CLI, and then we'll try working on showing the next scenarios of how to create a custom managed image for a Windows machine using Portal, PowerShell and CLI similarly. Thank you.